Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is an energy read. For those of you who are new to the channel, I do energy reads in between the weekly readings, which are Mondays and Thursdays. Every other Monday is singles only. So do like and subscribe, keep up to date. So let's see what the energies are coming in here. Some of you got a stranger curiosity. Ooh, adaptability, woodwives. Someone's curious. They see somebody who's marriage material, but it's also about adapting. So this has to do with adapting to somebody here. Yeah, change. Yeah, someone here is rising above the fray. Someone's got their eye on you. Someone's got their eye on you. But this is about adapting to another person's lifestyle. Someone sees someone as marriage material, though. So someone trying to learn something here. Yeah, they're very focused here. Someone's very focused. Yeah, they're getting the feel of a situation, the lay of the land. So someone just kind of looking, right? They're looking out there. But this is someone getting the lay of the land, getting the feel of a situation here. This is someone learning about someone's history, their lifestyle. Yeah, see, joyful muse, inspiration. Someone's feeling inspired. You could have some things in common because this has to do with, things that a person likes to do, things that you have in common. See, they're just kind of looking at, they're very focused. This is someone who's really focused. They got your eye on you. They want to get a closer look too. Yeah, see, they're looking at that. Yeah, it's a person closing a door. This could be someone here too. Joyful muse is often someone who has a person around them. And often it's something, the muse is often temporary. So someone could be closing the door on a situation here. It's a person who's changed their focus, but they're seeing someone here. It's about adapting. It's about change. Someone really looking at someone here. Rising above the fray is an energy of someone who rises above. It's an energy of someone who's not into chaos, conflict, or drama. But it's a person closing the door, overcoming obstacles, challenges. But they are feeling inspired to go down this path. But I do feel this is someone who's dealing with a situation. See, they look at all the things you have in common, but the muse is often something that's temporary. So I feel someone's closing a situation that's not going anywhere. Let's have a look at the stranger curiosity. Who is the stranger? Who is this? It's unknown, not meant to be known yet. Someone who's keeping it to themselves. Yeah, someone's all keeping it all to themselves. There's things they don't know. It's definitely an energy of curiosity. So someone looking to see if someone has other options, opportunity. They do see opportunity. But this could be someone who has options too. Like they may be even looking to see if the other person does, but they see opportunity. Yeah, they're keeping it all in. They're not saying anything. This is someone around you. They see opportunity. Wow. A little fantasizing, romanticizing, a little bit of dreamy energy. This is someone who wants to get close. They want to take a closer look, but they're keeping it in. They've definitely gone within. Into me, I see. Wow. There's something here that's unknown. I don't think you'll know who this is. It's a curious person. Yeah, this is someone ready to move on from a situation. See, it's about change. This is someone who's ready for change. Yeah, ancestral wisdom, just getting the feel, the lay of the land. This is someone just checking someone out. They want to know about someone's history, their lifestyle. Yeah, they want to know more. Yeah, you got a person in hermit mode. They've gone within. This is someone looking for clarity. See, this is a person who's been kind of on their own path. This is somebody closing out a chapter in their life. See, they're closing out a chapter. They're ready to move forward. It's a person leaving someone behind here, but there's an energy of shining the light. See, this is about going down a new path. This is a person going to closing out someone ready to go down a new path here, closing out a chapter. This is someone who's been kind of following their own path, doing their own thing. This is someone who's definitely ready to go down this path again. But see, they need to close something out. I feel this is someone who probably has a lot of options, people interested, but I don't think they're interested here because it's all this temporary energy. But they're also looking at the things that you have in common. They're trying to learn something they want to know. They don't know. I don't think you're aware of this person. They're very private. They're keeping things to themselves. Yeah, this is a person ending a cycle. Seeing things in a very positive light. They feel happy, but it's about timing. Yeah, so someone here, it's about whether someone's their type or not. I feel this is someone who's got a lot of options, but no one's really their type. Yeah, they're closing a chapter here. See, this is somebody ready to choose a new path. Yeah, they're checking you out, seeing if you're your type. There's still so much this person doesn't know. It's an energy of someone who's been kind of patient. But it's whether someone's their type, they don't know for sure. But they certainly want to know because it is about getting a closer look. They want to get close. Yeah. So somebody wants to come together. Ooh, you got an Emperor here. Yeah, the Emperor. This is someone needing to make this happen. So to make this happen, they need to end a situation that's not going anywhere. Yeah, they don't see it. It feels off. This person has lots of options. They have a lot of options, opportunities, but there's nothing here of interest. Basically, it's a lack of things in common. But this is someone who's been on their own path, likely single for some time. They're now choosing a new path. They're making a choice. Yeah, whole new cycle, feeling lucky, positive timing. See, someone who's been preparing. See, they're planning, they're preparing. So someone going to connect. It's about being approachable too. Ooh, this person, they're making it happen. They're definitely closing a chapter. Tell me more about this Emperor. Who are they? And what is it else you need to know? Definitely a person who's been doing their own thing. Yeah, they are single. I think this is somebody here too who, they definitely are someone who's enjoying the fruits of their labor. I think this person's also making sure whoever they're interested in is also single, because it's about two people coming together, going down this path, two single people. Yeah, they definitely are, but they are very private. See, and they could be seen that way too. Someone who's private, they stick to themselves. See, there's something about the two of you they see that you have in common. You may have shared interest. They know some things, but they certainly don't know a whole lot. But I don't think you're aware. This person's romanticizing too. Yeah, it's like their dream person, you know. Yeah, someone who takes care of themselves, somebody who's somewhat independent, person who's very creative. They have some skills, but like I say, this is someone leaving something behind. It was a joyful muse. It was a good time, but it's not going anywhere. Wow. I mean, this is just a person preparing. Yeah, we have a Queen of Cups here now. See, it's whether someone's their type or not. It's a person who's emotionally available. Yeah. Someone who's kind and compassionate, someone different. You might be different than their usual type. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who's taken a time out. They're doing some thinking. They're clearing things up, clearing things out. So this is good. It's someone who's ended a situation with someone that's just not going anywhere. Yeah, see, they're manifesting what they desire. This is someone who's been preparing, pre-manifesting. Emperor energy. They've leveled up, maybe even in the workplace. See, reaching that energy, a person of authority, but they're making it happen. They have everything they need. See, pre-manifesting, preparing. This is someone getting themselves ready. Whew. Some of you, if you're in the Queen of Cups, it's about being emotionally ready too, because you can see there's change coming. See, it's about learning about someone going with the flow, creating change. This person's creating change. They're the person ending a situation, or the Queen of Cups could be. I wouldn't be surprised if it's kind of both, but it's about the two of you coming together. Some of you have already crossed paths with this person, possibly, but you don't know a lot about each other. because there's all this moon energy. See, it's about the mood, this romantic energy, this dreamy energy, a lot of fantasizing. So someone just kind of in their head, pinned down by their thoughts, thinking about this. Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, this is someone who has everything they need. See, it's about being able to provide. See, they see a house, a home, a strong foundation, someone who lives alone, someone who takes care of themselves. Yeah, see, there it is, the curiosity. In fact, you're both probably very curious about each other. But some of you are dealing with a stranger. You're absolutely not aware that this person's curious. Yeah, they are someone who focuses on money, finances. They're assessing the situation. But this is a person clearing out the path they were on. See, a lot of focus on money and stability. They're hoping, planning, preparing, hoping for the best. This person's making sure they're making themselves single. Yeah, and making sure the other person is too. Look at that energy there. This is about the path they want to go down. See, they're looking at making sure it's safe, it's clear that you're actually single. Wow. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's feeling confident that what they do know. See, they're taming the beast. They're being patient too. But they feel very confident here about what they do know. A lot of inner strength. Yeah, this person's something else. Let's have a look at the Queen of Cups. Yeah, see, it's all about compatibility, going down a new path, the things you have in common. See, somebody who's very creative. See, someone who creates. Two people who've been on their own path. They certainly know some things, but it's about acknowledging the things you have in common and compatibility. There's definitely, like I say, I feel it's like some of you both are, you don't know a lot about each other, but there's this fantasizing and romanticizing energy. But this is somebody creating this path. See, they're going to create this opportunity to come together. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, and I know it sounds contradictory, but yeah, it's like both of you just not saying any. I actually feel some of you are aware of each other. You've checked each other out, that there's curiosity, because the curiosity card's here twice, but there's this stranger energy. So some of you, it is a complete stranger. You're not aware that this is someone who's been kind of checking you out. But they're going to create opportunity, and it has to do with this pinned down by their thoughts, this romantic energy. See, they're trying to tame the beast. It's an energy of being mature. Yeah, they're very wise. This is someone who feels confident with a decision. This is someone going to cut somebody out here because they want to go down a different path. They don't see it going anywhere. It could be the Queen of Cups, actually. But I feel like this is just someone seeing someone emotionally available. So, but it very well could be where this is someone choosing, feeling that it's almost like creating change. See, they're creating change. They're going to make this happen. So it could be very well that they have someone here where the other, I mean, it doesn't feel like they're cutting someone out, but their sword's up. They're a little skeptical. They don't see it going anywhere. But yet they feel confident with a decision. So they are cutting someone out. They are ending a situation. Yeah. This is someone who's learned. See, they've learned something now. Somebody who's emotionally available, mature. They're single. They live alone. Tell me about this King of Swords. Yeah, this is someone in King of Pentacles. Emperor energy. Somebody who's preparing. See, financially prepared, ready. They've been pre-manifesting and preparing. It doesn't mean they already were stable, I feel, financially, but it's more like leveling up a bit more. But it's a bit about being able to provide. And I do think this is someone just kind of looking ahead. See, they're kind of looking ahead. They're preparing, pre-manifesting, looking at, this romantic energy, this very dreamy energy. Yeah, see, it's about asking someone out. They want to reach out. I do think this is someone who's ending a situation with someone where they don't have anything in common. They are looking for someone emotionally available, for sure. But this is someone ready to follow their heart. They're going to reach out and communicate. I do think they know that you're single. I feel that's something they do. They've learned that you are single. Someone who looks good. They take care of themselves. Yeah, see, they're looking before they leap. They don't want to look like a fool, especially if you have another person around, but they're ready to take a leap of faith. This is someone who's taken risks before. Yeah, but they don't want to look like a fool. So this is someone being very wise here. See, they're making this choice. They've learned to look before they leap, but there they go. They're ready to take a leap of faith. They're ready to go down a whole new path. This is someone making themselves single too. They're making themselves single. Tell me about the Fool. Yeah, so you can see they've been keeping things to themselves, not saying too much, not talking just yet. They're not quite ready. So someone who doesn't want to look like a fool. So like I say, they're kind of moving forward cautiously here. Tell me more about the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. I feel like this person, I feel, let me just look at this for a minute here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the feminine too, closing a chapter. This isn't somebody making up an excuse. To me, it's somebody not saying anything because they don't want to look like a fool. So like I say, they're learning everything they can. They're manifesting, gathering info, preparing, making sure they don't want to look like a fool and say the wrong thing. So this is somebody here, I feel, who's, I don't feel like it's shyness or apprehension. It's more like they're doing their due diligence because they don't want to say the wrong thing or they don't want to assume, put it that way. They don't want to assume. So there is, yeah, a little apprehension. But yeah, do you want to go for a cup of coffee? Do you want to do something? Because I feel they're just kind of taking this slow. And because the King of Pentacles is also someone who sometimes is in the friends first energy. They don't want to rush into anything, but I mean, there's just so much curiosity. I feel like it's both of you. Yeah, they want to get this going, but it's about everything being out in the open. See, they see things clearly. I mean, they could see the Queen of Cups as someone here who's a little bit shy or not saying anything. If you're interested in this person, like I feel, the Emperor has to make it happen. This is a person who's gone within. Into me, I see. They want to get closer. They've got their eye on you. Now, if you've got your eye on this person, they may be becoming aware of it. So you can flip the energy. Tell me about the World. This is someone ready to close a chapter. They're ready. Yeah, so it does have to do with putting a lot of focus on work and building. Now, with the Queen of Cups here, that often shows me some of you have been on your own path as well. Focusing on work, but it's about the two of you partnering up, coming together. Do you want to do something? Do you want to get together? So if some of you have had a person who hasn't followed through, and I do see that, where you're closing the chapter, you're closing that out. You got another person here. See, it's a person who actually wants to build. This is two people who want to build. They want to work together. They want to team up. They're looking for partners. So interesting. Yeah, King of Wands energy. See, someone who knows what they want. They take control of the situation. They take the lead. So this is somebody who is about to do that. I feel it's a person who didn't want to approach. Now, they may have acted a little aloof. Maybe you didn't want to approach this person. I don't know. I mean, it feels it could go either way. But the King of Wands is a person who takes action. They're action oriented. They feel inspired to take action. They see somebody here. You know, the things you have in common. You know, their cup runneth over. See, they keep all their feelings to themselves. They want to offer you a cup. But if this is somebody who hasn't followed through, it's more than likely for a lot of you where they are just closing a chapter in their life to be able to come forward. I mean, it's a person who definitely doesn't want to assume someone's single. But their cup runneth over. I mean, they feel inspired. Their emotions are starting to flow. The communication needs to flow. Tell me more about this Emperor. Yeah, this is what they're looking at. See, a partner. See, offering the cup. See, I feel the feminine here too. Some of you, you're closing a chapter as well. Someone who doesn't put in effort. Some of you are tired of doing all the work. With someone who doesn't, maybe isn't even your type, because I do see that energy, whether someone's the other person's type or not. Yeah, you can see this is an energy of a whole new cycle. I see a whole new romantic cycle, a resurgence of love. Someone is feeling available, emotionally ready. I feel like it's the feminine, ready. This person's making sure. But they have been on their, I think we have two people who've been on their own paths, doing their own thing. Just stable, focusing on work. But the things you have in common, you're going to come together with this person. They're learning things. Yeah, there's interest, the investing. They're going to offer up this cup. They're hoping it pays off. See, they've been planning and preparing, getting ready, but there's interest. See, maybe this person knows you're interested. I don't know. Yeah, now we have the Queen of Wands. See, what we have here is two people who are using all the energies of the kings, the queens. Two people who've mastered life. This person's emotions are flowing. Emperors don't often show a lot of emotion at first until they know that the other person is as interested. But it's definitely somebody who's leaving something behind that's not going anywhere. Closing out a whole cycle. It's about putting an effort. They want to build. This is somebody who wants to build. They want to build a partnership, a relationship. So someone likes someone here. They see them as sexy, charming. See, there's this energy of things you have in common. Two people who are action-oriented, people who do things, creative things. Yeah. You're going to connect with this person if you haven't. Some of you have no idea this person's curious, or they have no idea that you are. But it is going to come out in the open because this is someone who's learned. They speak truth. They see things clearly. See, they're clearing things out. They're preparing. Yeah, they want to reach out. They're going to reach out, a little test to see if you're interested. I think you're going to reciprocate. I think you're both going to go for this. Yeah, there's definitely a spark, attraction, the desire. There's nothing holding back the King and Queen of Wands when they start to focus on that wand. But I see creative pursuits too, the things that you have in common. Hobbies, things like that, stuff to do together. They're kind of looking at all this. These are the things they want to know. What you like to do, the things you like to do. But some of you definitely, I can see, you've had a person here who hasn't followed through. So that's why I feel the Queen of Wands has changed their focus, no longer giving to someone. It's not going anywhere. But then you've got this person, this Emperor, this spark, this desire to, wow, like this is really powerful. I've been seeing a lot of this for some of you. So it all depends who you're dealing with, but there's opportunity. The Empress keeps their options open. The Emperor keeps their options open till the right person comes along. But definitely it looks like almost like both of you are closing out a chapter, or you've been just focusing on work. You're mastering life. To be able to come together with someone. This is a beautiful, passionate new beginning here. And the single energy is two people who look out for themselves. They take care of themselves. Two people who have goals. You're goal-oriented, but it's what two people can achieve together. See what you can achieve together. Some of you have reached some goals here. See someone who takes pride. The things that you like. They see someone who takes pride in the things they do. Their house, their home, their appearance, and vice versa here. Yeah, some of you have things you like and don't like about someone. That's why I feel it's all about this planning, preparing, hoping for the best. This person's coming in. Very positive here. I see a victory. Someone's achieving some kind of goal. So there it is, communication coming in. But it's definitely a person here who's been there, done that, with somebody who doesn't have any goals, or they have no ambition. They don't really want to do anything. I feel some of you, something you like or don't like is somebody who's lazy. Because these are two action-oriented people, people who do things. I like to keep busy. And I do see all that energy. So, you know, someone here is not interested, no longer giving to someone who doesn't take action. They're lazy. They never want to do anything. They don't follow through. They always have an excuse. See, it's all about likes and dislikes. This person, you and this person, I feel are in alignment here. I do think you're in alignment. I feel like both of you are not interested in people who are lazy, you know, couch potato type energy. See, action, doing things. Yeah, action-oriented, people who have goals, things they want to achieve. Look at that, the star. So this is someone feeling hope, that you have things in common. There's a lot of hope here, but it's also the energy of letting go of things that no longer serve. This is two people who know their worth and value too. See, two people who have self-respect. So you're coming into alignment with this person. So you're either very much aware. If you haven't been aware of this, you're going to become aware of all the things you have in common. I mean, the Wizard of Awareness, I mean, that is the Magician. Where did it go? Oh, it's under here. The Magician is all about the Wizard of Awareness, being aware. So this is somebody very much aware of something. They have everything they need. Two people mastering life. So, yeah. But this is someone who's definitely pinned down by their thoughts, thinking, taking a little break, a time out. See, someone's clearing things up, clearing things out, maybe even out of their home. They're preparing. So it's about, and this person goes about this right too, because they're, whatever it is that needs to end, it needs to end before something new starts. They actually feel this can go somewhere, but whatever this is in the past isn't going anywhere. Two people likely, maybe even mutual in agreement, it's not going anywhere, going their separate ways. But this is a person happy, positive, high vibrational. They're very attracted. See, this is two people attracting what they now desire. Yeah, they are definitely ready to reach out. So, like I say, I think the feelings are going to be mutual, but I do feel it's about getting together. The only way to know is to spend some time together. I mean, that's a given. Yeah, see, this is someone putting all the cups on the table here. If you aren't aware who this is, you're going to be aware. They're going to make you aware. And if you are that feminine energy, and they aren't aware, you're going to make them aware. I see equal give and take, teaming up, working together, spending time. Yeah, I really like this energy because I feel like this is two people who've not only mastered life, they've actually planned and prepared, got themselves ready. Two people who've let go of their ego, their pride, see, letting people know they're open and available. See, some people here, often a lot of people will just keep things to themselves, not do anything. So this to me looks like an energy of a bit of a breakthrough where someone's actually letting people know they're available. Yeah, that's about letting go of pride, but this is definitely an energy of somebody here's maybe even someone's first impression of someone. But there's more that needs to be known. Yeah, it's all about the Chariot. See, the masculine has to take control. The feminine is in control of their emotions. Both people are confident. Two people who basically know what they want. These are two people who aren't settling, and people who possibly have settled before and things didn't go anywhere. Yeah. But this is something that could certainly go somewhere. I mean, this person's, they're determined here. I mean, they're taking the lead too. Doesn't matter who really takes the lead here, to be honest, but this is about two people who work together. They make decisions together. Nobody's really in control. See, that's being released too. But this is absolutely gorgeous energy. Up the two of you putting all the cups on the table, seeing eye to eye. I see having a conversation. If you don't know who this is, it's telling you to prepare. Because this is someone who often swoops right in. Now, it's interesting. If you have another option and this person's aware, they may just swoop in before this another person can come in. And I wouldn't be surprised, especially when I see people who know people, mutual friends. Yeah. Yeah, but I feel this is just an energy of this person's determined to succeed. They have self-confidence, control. They're in control of their emotions. And I see both of you, both people in that energy, Emperor and Empress. See, you're going to make decisions together. You're going to spend some time together. So whatever it isn't meant to be, the joyful moves. It's here for a good time, not a long time energy. But what's so interesting is this is like the two of you going down this path here. I don't think you're going to be single much longer. But these are two people who could even, like I say, this doesn't have to be something that's come apart at this point, because this person sees things in a very positive light. They feel lucky, they feel fortunate for this opportunity to connect. So they're coming into this very positive, like this really could go the distance. But this back here certainly isn't. But I feel it's all about this person looking at why. Yeah. Yeah, it's all the learning. This person, this King of Swords is learned. They're wise. They trust their intuition, their inner knowing. It's like they already know. Yeah, this is somebody who comes like, okay, well, this could be the one. Take care. We'll see you soon.